Lily, named after Lily Potter. She is our newest gilt, or young female pig. The babies are 5 weeks old, and it was time to take them out to the farm and wean them. I think the whole country's in a heat wave, but we've been in the hundreds for going on a month and a half. We were surprised one day to have a baby calf. We didn't think Ladybird was pregnant, and she never showed any signs, didn't bag up or anything that she was going to have a baby, but his name is Bowie. I guess the other cows were jealous of the baby. All of the frames that are drawn out already with wax have to be kept in bags to keep the dust off of them, because they won't use them if they're dusty. We also have to put a chemical in the socks to keep the wax moths out, because they eat the wax and destroy it. As we get dressed here to take care of the bees, we have decided to wait on the honey harvest. Usually we harvest around July 4th. Because of the drought and just the way last year went, we're just going to wait a little bit longer. We're not super motivated to do it in the heat either. Bees will actually work pretty hard to keep themselves in the hive cool, so we put a 50% shade block up on them, and we should have concreted the posts, but we didn't, and it's too hot to do it. Ladybird doesn't produce a whole lot of milk, so we've been giving her sweet feed to make more for the baby. We've also been having to feed a little bit more often than we usually do in the summer because the grass doesn't have the nutrients. We're in a drought. We kind of had to calculate how many hay bales we'd need for the winter time. Usually it's 3 per adult cow, because Floyd is starting to sell some off, and we may have to start feeding in August because of this drought. It looks a whole lot greener in the camera, but I can guarantee you it's pretty crispy. There's not much left in the garden and the orchard, but we are watering the trees once a week to help them out. We use these buckets with little spouts on them to gradually water. The main part of that tree has died off, but it sent a water sprout up from the roots. Quite a few of our trees have done that. Some of them bloom up in the spring, and then all of a sudden the tops die off. I'm going to attribute that to not getting enough water. When these trees were very young, we didn't water as religiously as we do now. But the water sprouts are rooted in, and we want them to reach the groundwater. So we only have to pay for that tree once. A week later, we got these tree bags that you fill up in this hole, and in the bottom it leaks out, I guess through little holes in the bottom, over a long period of time. We got them for all the orchard trees as well, and some of these struggling shade trees. Look at this stock tank. Come on, Rain. We're letting Gwen and Hagrid be together again, so hopefully they'll have babies in November. It started raining a little and then a lot, and we had our phones in our pockets, so we had to take over Haggard's hut.
All the cows are coming.
All right, get ready for the surprise.
But Cowboys on the road to marshmallows after dinner.
What'd your pa say?
Made